Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Holy Roman Empire build order for Age of Empires 4. It's going to be a fast castle into Burgrave Man-at-Arms rush. We're going to go through an adaptation if you want to go for the Regnitz Cathedral to follow up the fast castle. But essentially, gather your first few sheep, get an extra scout from the town centre, send 3 of the starting 6 villagers to gold. Where do we go for that, actually? It's pretty rough as a spawn. That's what it is. Yeah. 3 to food, 3 to gold, building a house on the way, second scout, and then the new villagers go to food. So yeah, we're doing a fast castle into Burgrave Man-at-Arms rush. It's going to be within 8 minutes, or just over 8 minutes, which is a little bit crazy if you think about it. But it is what it is. And if you do want to go for the Regnitz Cathedral, we'll talk about that build as an adaptation to this. But we'll focus the primary showcase here for the Regnitz, for the Burgrave Palace rather. It's really good if you're against the English, for instance, because of course they can be relatively aggressive early. We will be dropping an outpost on this gold as well because it's so exposed, as you can see. But yeah, we're going to drop the Archon Chapel near the wood line. That's going to act as our lumber camp effectively, as a drop-off point. That's one of the new additions to the Holy Roman Empire. It's one of the buffs that they received in Season 2 patch, where the Archon Chapel acts as a drop-off point. For me, it's really overpowered, but I mean, Holy Roman Empire really strong as it is, but in 8 minutes fast castle is a little bit nutty, isn't it? And it's not just 8 minutes fast castle, it's actually production behind it as well. So let's get the sheep back actually. We don't want to run out of food underneath the town centre. We're going to group 4 villagers here because 4 of those will build the Archon Chapel. Now they've got 7 on food, 3 go to wood as straggler tree. That's good. We're going to get a decent amount of food here quickly. Need to get the sheep back home. Need to be careful not to run out. Bit of a disaster, especially if you're playing with two scouts. There should be no excuse for that happening. Yeah, we'll get there. It's fine. Yep. Go back out there with the scout. The scout can just hunt around for more sheep. Okay, 1 more to wood, and then we go back over to food. And actually unqueue some villagers here because we'll be able to go up to the next stage relatively quickly here. Just wait for those villagers to drop off the gold, and then we should be able to do a force drop off soon. Okay, there it is. So let's go for the Archon Chapel. I'm going to build it a bit closer to the town centre, so we've got a little bit of protection. We've got 3 villagers on wood as well, so now we're going to send new villagers to sheep there to make 7 again. Okay. I'm going to send one of the wood villagers to build a mill, and then actually build a house, mill, and then back to wood. So it's really important to keep a prelate kind of supervising the villagers on food here and the wood. New villagers keep going out to food, which is very nice. There's the house built. This scout's going to just come out here and get any remaining sheep. I'm going to start pushing in our deer with this scout that's back home. Let's start. Now these villagers, 4 villagers go to wood once they're finished, because these wood villagers will go to food once we reach the feed line. And just to let you know guys, the PDF version of the build order is available, so if you have access to PDFs already on my channel, just access them again on the Discord and it'll be there for you. If you're interested in how to get them, just check out the YouTube video description. I'll have some instructions for you there. But yeah, let's just focus on the build. Let's gonna get a couple more villagers on food. What we need to do now is once we've got 7 on food, send 3 of them to gold. So we should aim for 6 on gold in the feudal age. Okay, these new villagers, well, the prelate needs to go inside the Archon Chapel. Wood villagers go to food as well. Get these sheep back home. New villagers to food. Now at this point what we want to do is also drop a outpost on the gold. And we're going be nicely set up here. So new villagers go to food. Now what we'll need to do with our next batch of wood that we can spend in terms of production buildings or even blacksmith. If we're going for the Burgrove Palace, we feel we can be confident to survive until 8 minutes, then we're going to go for the blacksmith and get blacksmith upgrades. If we feel actually we don't quite have the resources for that, or we're being pressured a lot, then actually going for a stable would be a good idea and get some horsemen out in the field. So essentially either get blacksmith or a stable. Going for a stable and horseman will obviously delay our castle age time a little bit, but it is what it is, you need to survive. Let's push in the last remaining deer, and then we'll go off to scout our opponent. Scout our opponent with that scout, number 1. Number 3 will continue to push in more deer. Right, so because we feel confident, we're actually going to go for a blacksmith, away from the Arkan Chapel because we want to use that influence for farms later on in the game. Let's keep our scout forward to see what's going on. Let's build a house as well, very crucial. So yeah, this is looking smooth, guys. What we're going to do is get 8 villagers effectively control group there. It's not ideal. Blacksmith is built. Almost there with the food and everything. Holy smokes. Let's just force drop off there, we'll have enough food. We trust Burgrove Palace build there. Away from all the front lines there. And so what we want to do now is send the next 2 villagers to gold. We want 8 in total really. In gold. We're going to get that next 2. There we go. In total, 8 on gold. There's the 8th one coming out now. These villagers all go to food again. Now that we've got 8 villagers on gold, all new villagers go to food. Keeping an eye on what our opponent's doing. Opponent's not doing too much, which is good for us, I guess. Get marching drills ready to be going on. Now I've got 4 villagers on wood, so what we can do with this is either build a monastery when we get up to the next stage. We can even take one of these villagers off of wood to go to food, but we want to actually have that wood income, because what we want to do is drop a monastery, and also we're going to need some houses, guys, so you might want to preemptively drop some houses because Burgrove Palace does produce very fast. We're also going to queue Iron Undermesh after marching drills come in. It's incredibly important, incredibly strong as well. Just get some of these sheep, shall we? There we are. Okay, so Man-at-Arms, he's queuing up so many of them. Iron Undermesh, all under 8 minutes and 15 seconds. We're already pumping out units, so that's fantastic. So guys, hope you enjoyed this build order tutorial. If you did, do give the video a thumbs up. Take care, and see you next time.